both of our stances for this game. I think we're both going to be backing Nemiga to win this one. I think HellRaisers are going to struggle, and it's probably more than likely HellRaisers don't even make it to double digits. What are you reckoning on that one?
I'm going to go slightly against you. I think this is actually going to be a little bit closer than we thought it would, just due to JR. I think JR could potentially have like a big impact on this map. It's a little bit better of a map for the AWPs, and he's already starting off with a single frag here. But yeah, the odds still heavily swaying in the favor of Nemiga. It's not looking good for HellRaisers. There's no reason to sugarcoat it. I still think Nemiga will shut this one down 2-0.
Yeah. That we both agree on, I think. As Nemiga on the T side, there it is, then Matt picking the push it in towards his A site. Jayo just getting close range right in the face, a problem there. And Jayo is being a bit of a problem for him as he takes him down and gives Nemiga that 4-on-3. Lime coming in from the back lines. Might be able to find something, but all these players getting towards relative safety and speed. That's going to take his head off instantly. That's the P250 effect for you. That is the long-range headshotting potential of that weapon compared to the Glock, and that leaves just 2 alive for HellRaisers to try and work their way in from the bank and stairs. A player on the truck, that's Jayo, who gets himself a 3rd kill. Looking for 4. MDS will take it, but Nemiga will be happy about that pistol round going their way.
I can't be the only one who was hoping Jayo hit that jumping shot with the USB. that would have been like... That would have been icing on the cake at this point, I think. Before we get too far into this one, I just want to remind all of you guys watching that we do have multiple games going on at the same time right now over on the main channel. That's ESL_CSGO here on Twitch, and over on YouTube. I say here on Twitch, we're both on YouTube and Twitch. Over on YouTube, you can find us at ESL Gaming, I think, if I'm not completely mistaken.
I think ESL CS on YouTube.
Double check. ESL Counter-Strike is the channel. So make sure you check that out. Otherwise, you can find all the information over at live.intelextrememasters.com. And right now, we just saw Gambit winning 16-11 over Spirit over on the main channel. But right here on this channel, it is Nemiga versus HellRaisers. Good chances of a 2-0. Hoping it's not a quick 2-0. Hoping that we get to see a little bit more from HellRaisers on this one.
Yeah. It is a hope, though. Reality can be quite different as Nemiga. They'll get themselves in towards this A site, and HellRaisers, they're just most likely going to just not even bother with this one, I think. I mean, maybe they'll try and go for it, but do they really want to give up a potential cash towards Nemiga here, a box with that SMG? Could just mop up a load of unarmored players here, and he's looking for the frag, so it's likely for HellRaisers they're going to be meeting him here. I mean, they are going to try and get some damage through, but box with the MAC-10. Okay, he's going to find absolutely nothing. It's MDS who gets a triple kill. Kalinka will take box out of action, but he's left alongside Flare. It's their 2v4, and Nemiga, the bomb has ticked so far down, they're not even worried about these last 2 players. 2 on the board for the Nemiga side.
Quick 2-0 here for Nemiga. Very quick. As they're taking pretty good control of it early on. HellRaisers will have enough to buy up for this round. Decided to go for the 3rd round buy. Something that we see... It's more of the norm nowadays, actually, going for the 3rd round buy and then, like, lacking a bit of utility, but having the firepower to work with. And JR, with that AWP, as said, it does have potential of being high impact on this map, and here he shows why. Good potential with that AWP towards middle or in underpass. Doing a pretty good job to start off in this round, at least.
Hopefully it's not going to be like on Vertigo, where he has that impact round as soon as he brings it out, and then it's silent for the rest of the game. Hopefully he can keep it rolling, and I do want to see a bit of JR magic. I mean, he's glass cannon this round as well with it, so he's definitely feeling like he can do some work. Never mind. There's Nemiga. They're going to double entry in towards long. The scout for Jayo. Absolutely nailed JR. He gets taken down. I think it was a headshot through the corner of the wall that finished him off. And in towards the site, there is one player. I think Speedak spotted him out, called it out for his teammates. And problem will no longer be a problem for them as they push their way in towards this A site. Only Kalinka and Lime remain. And a 2v4 is not looking good. JR gets that opening, but it's going to be an eco for HellRaisers here around these two weapons.
Yeah, you kind of jinxed it there, Dan. I felt it right as you said it. You said you don't hope that JR finds one frag and then just falls off the edge of the map, basically. I mean, that was more of a factor on Vertigo, but I guess like in picturesque falling off the map, not really stepping up his game as we hoped for him to do, but there's not much to do when Jayo hits a crazy shot like that, boosted out towards the long position.
Yeah.
With the scout, lands a headshot. It was even through the edge, getting the wallbang tag for it. It's tough in a situation like that. HellRaisers try for something a little bit different here. Tried to push one player out towards the long position, one just holding back a little bit. Tried for a bait and switch out towards that long position, but Nemiga, they were ready for it. It's gotta be a tough one here for HellRaisers. Seems like Nemiga, all in all, are just playing really good Counter-Strike.
Yeah. And for the love of God, can we see JR get a Zeus kill, please? That's just like the third or fourth time he's brought it out. I need a bit of Zeus. Give me the Zeus. Oh, I'm sure he brought it out at least 2 times on Vertigo. Couldn't find anything with it. I think it's a viable weapon for rounds like this, you know? Get yourself a cheeky kill, upgrade pretty much instantly to a better weapon, and go from there. But as Nemiga crawl their way in towards this A site, they have eluded these two HellRaisers players who were meant to be standing guard on this A site, and as they hear the massive utility rain down on their bomb site, they will realize, you know what? I think they're on the site. And Flarich confirms that it gets taken down by Jayo. As they push through long, there is still another player out their line who was able to trade the kill, but Nemiga set themselves up for a good round here. All 4 players from HellRaisers only coming from the backlines. This makes things a bit weird because the bomb is planted default. Nemiga, they have to stay sort of forward of the site. They can't take up post-plant positions toward the back. But luckily the kills coming through for Nemiga do make things a lot easier. It's only JR and Problem. No armor for either of them. They have been able to salvage some weapons, but being tagged through the wall, JR, that's no fun. We'll get finished off by Box, and Problem's the last one alive. He's trying to keep himself alive with this AK, getting the taps through. But if he goes for this peek, he's actually all right for now. He'll be safe. He'll keep that AK forwards, and HellRaisers, they can't go for a rebuy.
Nemiga, they're just playing good Counter-Strike, as I pointed out in the previous round. They're playing by the book at this point, it feels like. They did on Vertigo, and I figured Vertigo might have been, like, they might have worked on that behind the scenes, and thus I thought maybe HellRaisers, they've worked on this map behind the scenes, but that doesn't seem to be the case, at least initially. HellRaisers seems a little bit disjointed. They've tried a couple of things where they work together in sort of a buddy system, but for the most part, Nemiga just checking their corners every single round, making sure that they use their utility before they peek so they don't dry peek into potential opponents. All in all, just textbook Counter-Strike from Nemiga. Really not much else to say about it.
I think Problem was up towards heaven there, doing a little bit of a jump spot towards the connector door. That's a damn chance special, that one, for matchmaking. And from the ESCA pugs, you know. Usually with an AWP, I do that, just jump spot until I see the door open and just fire a few bangers through that brown wall and hope to hit something. Oh. Works about 7% of the time, but Speedak, he'll get himself an opening with that AWP. A lot better than I am on it, that's for sure.
Speedak continuing to dominate JR. It wasn't even Speedek who dominated JR every round over on Vertigo. JR was...
It was just everybody.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone did it. JR just couldn't find his footing. And I said, I'm hoping that we get to see a little bit more from JR here on this map. But it's not looking great thus far. Kalinka hitting a nice flick, but it's only leg damage, not killing the target.
Yeah, that was the reason I made a little gnome noise there.
Ooh, Box, they almost line up for him.
Yeah, this is just about keeping these weapons alive for HellRaisers now. I mean, the round's gone, Nemiga, nobody's at the site. So if there was just one player sneaking around, they might have been able to get a cheeky defuse here. But with Flareich succumbing to Lollipop in the end, it leaves Problem, again, just holding on to that AK-47. But just with 21 points of health, not really got much to work with. Looking at Nemiga aren't chasing too hard anymore. 3 players alive, they'll keep it that way for Nemiga side and keep their economy building up. As you can see, Speedak and Lollipop and Box, in fact, as well, they're all above 10k, all above 11k, in fact, before they get some rebuys through.
HellRaisers deciding to go for a bit of a tactical timeout here. Makes sense. Pointed out in at Vertigo that they have 4 of them. Might as well use one early if they feel like that could potentially help them out. Figure out what to do for the upcoming round. I think this tactical timeout is mostly to figure out what they want to do with their money in this round, and furthermore trying to figure out exactly what they need to do to bring this one back somehow. They decide to go for the AWP buy, throw it onto JR. Had he been doing work on Vertigo, that would have made a lot of sense, but it still makes pretty good sense here, actually, because Problem just goes down to 1,600 from buying the AWP, so they have 2 weapons to work with in this round, but they still leave enough money to buy up for the next one.
Yeah, as long with the full loss bonus.
I thought they were going to go
to get here.
Yeah, I thought they were going to go for a full buy up behind it, and that's why I got a little bit confused about the buy.
Yeah, nah, I like this. This isn't too bad. The best of a bad situation, you could say. As Jay, I might have had a chance there for a kill. Somebody walks into his crosshair, but I think he had a nade out at the time. And it's a bit of an awkward exchange between the two of them as Nemiga now backtrack all the way towards that B bomb site. Lollipop might be leading the charge here as they set up a bit of utility. It's a close range Molotov there. Just clears out that close angle. It's one less position they'll need to check as a rest of utility comes through. One towards barrels, another Molotov, and a smoke towards heaven allows them to push forwards with 50 seconds on the clock. Molotov towards short. That's going to cut off the rotations as well. That allows that allows Nemiga a lot of space towards his B-bomb site now. Kalinka is locked out, but they're going to go for a boost on that AK Problem to try and go up on top, and Lime is actually going to find a kill. I think that was from the jungle position. He will now get traded out. MDS finishes him off. And Nemiga, they should have themselves a pretty simple time of things, provided Problem doesn't find anything on the boost, and he won't. He drops off it. And HellRaisers, they're just making sure that it's going to be as difficult as possible for Nemiga to save these weapons. Find a couple of kills here at the exit. Problem with 1. Make it 2. A bit of damage inflicted. Kalinka gets 1 as well. That's a lot of weapons found. Speedak's the only one alive, and he's only just able to survive at the back of the site with 8 HP. So HellRaisers come out with an extra weapon in all of that.
Yeah, that's actually a real good round here for HellRaisers, as you point out. So they use a lot of money for the AWP. They use quite a bit of money for it. But it's all right, because they were going to be able to reinvest into the round even with that investment, and it gave them a chance to deal a good amount of damage. They don't manage to secure the round, but at the very least, they do really good at setting up for the exit frags there towards the end of the round. Deal a lot of economic damage and pick up an extra weapon for themselves. So not a bad beat here for HellRaisers, all things considered. But they need to find some rounds on the ball.
Yeah, damage isn't gonna win you games. At least probably not this one at this situation, as Lollipop picks a lot of it towards the monster tunnel. Kalinka had himself a little bit of Bit of a look in there, gets quite a lot of damage done, but he takes a lot in return, and HellRaisers will be able to get him out of harm's way. So it still remains in a 5-on-5.
As we can see on the minimap, on Nemiga, setting up for what seems to be a hit towards the B bomb site. Oh, Box and Jail finding the opening frags here. Kalinka does manage to answer back, but he's somewhat low on HP. Speaking of which, Lollipop likewise, very low on HP actually. Flaric, good positioning here. If they don't check this, he could come up huge. They are actually looking towards it, and both of the players checking the angle. This is what I was talking about. Nemiga, they check pretty much every single corner of the map. If they haven't checked it already, they're going to eventually. They're so aware of potential situations where they could get backstabbed. They're just playing good Counter-Strike. I don't know what else to say. It's true. They're really playing good Counter-Strike.
Yeah, do you still think HellRaisers will find double digits here?
No. I want to take that back immediately. I wanted to take that back a couple of rounds ago.
Yeah, Nemiga looking phenomenal. It's hard to say anything else about them. The only fault is maybe a little bit of damage being done by HellRaisers, but I mean, a 1-for-1 yet again. JR on the AWP, at least he'll get an opening. This time we'll see if the HellRaisers side can try and convert this one. Flaric, a nice push. Does actually catch Speedak. That's the AWP for Nemiga going down. So he's given HellRaisers the advantage, but look at MDS's position. He's been allowed so much space towards his A site. They only had Flaric towards this A site, and he was aggressive through party and towards long, and now MDS is on the A site. The rest of his team are going to be coming. They're hoping to try and catch Flaric out here. Because MDS, he has the site under wraps, so he can catch all the rotations that come through. And they're probably going to find Flaric around this next corner if they do go for the peak. There he is. He's out in the open. You know he's dead. And look at MDS, the position. It's absolutely beautiful. Flaric and Problem, they have no idea what the hell just happened. They're going to be calling teleporting players here. And Nemiga will have themselves 8 on the board. That's all it needed. JR and Lime, sorry, they're going to go for the save.
This is absolutely ridiculousness. This is, as we pointed out, we didn't expect the result that we saw on Vertigo. We expected HellRaisers to shut that down in a quite simplistic manner. And then we did expect Nemiga to take a fairly convincing victory on this one, but we were hoping for Nuke.
Yes,
we had so much hope for Nuke, and at this point it doesn't seem like that's ever gonna happen.
No. I mean, HellRaisers would have to have a perfect heart there just to find 7.
It's so unfortunate as well, because statistically speaking, Nuke would actually be, like, they both have roughly 80% win rate on Nuke, so it would have been, or it could have been a very interesting and close matchup between these two teams, but at this rate, we're not gonna see it, man. They're speedrunning it again, Dan. So many speedruns in this tournament.
They certainly are. Oh dear. I mean, the HellRaisers, couple saved weapons. They'll get a rebuy through. Flaric again going to be looking aggressive from this A side. He's all the way over in Park already, hoping to catch somebody coming his way. But for Nemiga, they're just happy to, you know, give them the info. We'll just push in towards the B site and kill you either way. As they do go forward, Lollipop gets the first blinker on the AWP. Actually gets the first, and Box wasn't able to find that kill. Box swings in, saves his teammate's life. MDS now needs to try and pick up the pieces alongside Speedak, but they've got a flank that's going to be approaching them soon in this 2-on-3. They need to clear out these players quickly. Flaric is approaching slowly but surely. Vidak needs this kill. We'll be calling for MDS for a bit of support, but they need to worry about Heaven as well. They've not cleared anything out, and JR, there's the York finding a kill. That all but seals around, and now Cleric on the flank will put him down. There's a first for HellRaisers. Finally, they get themselves on the board.
I got the flags out and everything. I'm celebrating. HellRaisers, they got the round. It's not going to be the 16-0.
Hip hip hooray.
16-0.
And there were parades in the streets.
We should always have a running bet every single tournament that if we see a 16-0, we'll all pay like a certain amount to charity or something like that. Yeah. That should, like, no joke, that should be a running bet at every single tournament.
What if a team starts getting sponsored by a charity, though?
Then it's not a charity worth supporting, I would say. If they're giving money to a team. But that's a little bit weird.
True, true.
Either way.
Maybe less of a sponsorship then. Maybe more a reverse sponsorship, I guess. Team showing support for a charity, you know.
Either way, HellRaisers finally connecting their first round on the board. And obviously, we're hoping that this is one of many. We're hoping that they manage to bring it back at least somewhat and make this a little bit more interesting for us to watch. I'm not saying that, like, it has been interesting, because Nemiga, they played real good Counter-Strike, as I said, but it's just, HellRaisers are just not, they're not been giving any opportunities in this game. Vidak, he's great on the AWP, but even with the rifle, he's dominating HellRaisers. Everyone seems to be doing exactly that.
Yeah, I was going to say, everybody's dominating HellRaisers here. There's only one remaining, and Lollipop will spot the little feety sticking out. Lime is dead, and Nemiga, they bounce back to 9. Only one round for the HellRaisers side, and... Yeah. Very nice on the AK here. Lovely little kills. He will eventually get taken down, but they're enough.
One round on the board for HellRaisers. Immediately after they get shut down again. I'm thinking here, is there any chance, is there any world where as HellRaisers managed to bring this one back? And honestly, it seems unlikely. Not only by the fact that Nemiga are playing so good Counter-Strike, but also by the fact that it's so many rounds in a row, and a lot of the rounds have been very clean. So we see still the money is really good here for Nemiga. That fact alone is going to make it very difficult for HellRaisers to bring this one back. Furthermore, no one's really stepping up on the HellRaisers side. We were hoping that JR could have high impact, excuse me, on this map with that AWP. We haven't really seen it yet. He's gotten a couple of kills, 4 to be exact, from the very get-go. Obviously, not a whole lot of kills for him thus far. And we were hoping for Kalinka to step up a little bit, and they are. Everyone is following along, like they're not too far away from each other, too far apart in terms of kills here on the HellRaiser side. The problem is that no one has any. I don't know what to say here, Dan. When I saw the odds going into this game by GGBet, I was thinking, and I looked at the rankings, I looked at the what's it called, like the video, the map stats, and all that good stuff. I was thinking this was going to be a very interesting game. I think we both actually agreed on that in the pre-show.
Yeah.
That we were expecting this one to be a banger of a match, and fairly close and intense matchup between these two, but thus far it's just been a blowout by Nemiga.
Yeah, Nemiga have really just been the better side. There's no other way to put it. They've been just better than HellRaisers, obviously Vertigo. HellRaisers losing their own map pick, it doesn't make things easy here, and obviously backed against the wall. That's a nice opening for them. A little bit of teamwork coming through there. Flowrich to pick up MDS as his teammate opens the connected door for him. Orp quickly collects that shot, and now, I mean, they have an opening. They have double Orps as well. JR with his towards the toilets, towards the bathrooms. But Nemiga, we've seen them fight back many times already from positions like this. And I'd expect them to be able to do the same here as they work their way in towards this B side. A little bit of utility to come on over. Lollipop going to Molotov over towards the barrels, make sure nobody's in that position. But as they push forward, it's a player who need to worry about with that MP9. And it's actually a team kill. Box will take down his teammate. Kalinka finds one, and it's all falling apart for Nemiga here as it's only Speedak left alone. A 1 versus 4. An AK in hand, a Molotov, and a flashbang, but 40 seconds on the clock. 4 players to find. It's you'd be stretching it to say it's a doable round. First, there's a second. Okay, maybe it is a doable round. He's only got 19 points of health. Going to rotate around to try and collect that bomb. I think he heard the player connector as well. That is Flaric with the AWP. If he could find this kill, this would be absolutely phenomenal for him. But I think the AWP is going to be able to collect. And oh no, the AWP shot misses for Flaric. He's down low, and Speedak with only 10 seconds remaining. He's going to have to just try and find these kills now. Only 5 points of health for him. A USP will finish him off, and he has time to collect the bomb, but no time to plant it. He's going to bait out the peek. It's JR from behind that will collect him. Nice attempt from Speedak there.
Yeah, it looked like for a hot moment that Buck had sort of the same idea as we do, that this is a rough game for HellRaisers, so he wanted to help them out, killing his teammate. Obviously, I'm just joking. Wasn't on purpose, but he did get a team kill in there. And then Speedak decides, you know what? I don't care about the AWP. I'm a rifler now. And just takes it upon his shoulders to try and clutch that one out. A 1-on-4 situation that he should have absolutely no business winning. He managed to bring it down to a 2-on-1 situation. Almost gets that kill in towards the connect area as well. That looked dangerous for a hot moment. Obviously, time wasn't on his side for it, but it started to get a little bit dicey there for HellRaisers to finish off that round.
Yeah, certainly only 2 players surviving. Could have only been like 1 player surviving if Speedak had been able just to finish off Flaric into a connector, but they're going to hit towards the B site yet again, and opening kill for problem. Kalinka's around as well, and they're finding a lot of damage. Kalinka's just jumping around as his teammate does fall. He's trying to spray through the smoke for a kill, but he's a little bit high. Lime coming in with 2 plus a team kill. They just can't stop, can they? These 2 teams just wanting to frag everything that moves, and with Speedak finished off by JR. It's going to be a 3rd for HellRaisers, so they're starting to find a few rounds now, you know. Kills coming through. Nemiga trying to hit this B site, not going the way they'd hope.
You're not wrong, Dan. We're seeing way too much team damage, way too many team kills. Impact player was problem. I'll agree with that, but Lime definitely pulled off like a nice round there as well. HellRaisers connecting their 3rd. Nemiga still in the pole position in this game and in this entire best of 3, obviously, as they took down the map choice of HellRaisers. That was Vertigo. It's so interesting, this matchup between these 2 teams, because it's not at all going how we expected it to. MDS just landing headshot after headshot, shutting down player after player, finds a 3rd. Come on, MDS. Give them a chance, mate.
I know who the impact player is for this round.
Oh, yes. 300 damage thus far, all headshots. Flaric, nice little double kill for him in the round. Good headshot there. Kalinka finally dealing with MDS, but all on Kalinka. And Jaya will eventually shut him down. That'll do it. Double digits for Nemiga. You asked not that many rounds ago, it feels like a lifetime ago, whether I wanted to take back my HellRaisers will get double digits. And I said yes. But there's still a chance for HellRaisers.
With it? Okay.
There's still a chance for HellRaisers. If they manage to pick up the last 2 rounds, they need these last 2 rounds. If they manage to pick up the last 2 rounds and they get an early start on the T side, it is statistically a T-sided map, slightly T-sided. So with that, HellRaisers does have a chance of bringing this one back, but they definitely need to step it up individually.
And, well, the MP9s are finding damage. A couple kills coming through for them, and round is all but done now. 5-2. MDS and Gyro, the last two alive, but MDS, I mean, he's been playing great this series. That's a nice bit of nade damage, though, from Lime. He'll be looking for the shot. All he'll find is a quick 7.62 round through the noggin, and that means only 4 left for HellRaisers. But 4 is definitely going to be enough to deal with these two. And a 4 on the board as well for HellRaisers. So, 4s all round. Hopefully it isn't goal, so you don't need to watch your head.
Pointed out they needed these last 2 rounds, and by picking up this one, the one they just won, it gives them a real good opportunity of picking up the final 2, because as you can see on the left-hand side of your screen, we have a P90.
Yeah.
That wasn't the point I was initially going for. I was trying to say we don't really have that much money in the hands of Nemiga here, and they decide to go for a P90. It's not a weapon we see that often in official matches for good reason. It is a weapon with a lot of bullets in it. The problem is you don't get, it's an SMG and you don't get bonus money for kills with it. So it would,
because the kills are easy.
yeah, well, I don't necessarily agree.
A lot of teams have been picking up off the back of Furia, who've sort of led the charges using it.
Nemiga in a lot of trouble. Boxed. Lollipop and MDS, they don't need rifles. They pick them up regardless, but they shoot down their opponents with just upgraded pistols. Speedak, he's got the P90, but doesn't get to use it at all. His teammate with Tech 9s, C-Set 75, shutting down the initial defense over towards the B-bomb side. JR hampering back, but Fox is posted up in a good position with an AK-47. JR is down and out. All on Flarek, finds the first, takes a lot of damage in the process. Fox, final frag for the round. Beautiful stuff here from Nemiga to pick up that round. A round that they had no business winning. And they will be picking up the 11th for the half. We're going to a short break. We'll be back shortly with the second half.
Like I just want a time back time. I'm choked up, tell me how do I say this right? Cause you've been calling me up all the time and sending me signs and giving me them eyes. And you've been saying that you found the one, texting me drunk and you wanna talk but you can't say why. I can't get there and you know I've tried. You know I don't wanna waste your time. City lights, I'm looking in your eyes, but I can't say why. It doesn't feel right to call you mine. You know I don't wanna waste your time. I can't get there and you know I've tried, but I can't say why. Can't get there and you know I've tried. You know I don't wanna waste your time. City lights, I'm looking in your eyes, but I can't say why. It doesn't feel right to call you mine. You know I don't wanna waste your time. I can't get there and you know I've tried, but I can't say why.
I might be tired like the stones they throw, picking up scars and I hold them close.
Welcome back, everyone. 11-4 for the first half in favor of Nemiga. And now HellRaisers, bit of a hill to climb. So it's not going to be an easy battle for them to bring this one back. But as I pointed out, if they manage to pick up the pistol here, they actually have a chance of doing so. But they need this pistol. It's a good start to it. Oh, these ones. Ouch. Ouch. Ouch.
Can't really get much worse for HellRaisers, can it?
Not really. Speedak, pretty good. Oh, look at the trigger discipline from Speedak. He lets them all pass, giving the information to his teammates so they can set up for a better opportunity down to the bomb site. That's insane.
Whether or not it's going to work, though, because, I mean, MDS is able to find 2, but it still leaves his team in a 2-on-3. Speedak and Lollipop need to rotate their way in and secure the kill. Speedak does get 1. Looking for more. Lollipop can't find the shot onto Lime, and that leaves Speedak now. Needs to find these last 2. They're both tagged up. Lime is 5 HP. There he goes. And trying to find the final shot. He will. The headshot comes through. And Nemiga will extend out their lead just a little bit further. 12 on the board for them. Only 4 for the HellRaisers.
Yeah, as I said, Speedak just standing there right next to the bathroom, to the toilets, the lavatory, if you will, sitting patiently waiting for anyone to push his position. He sees 4 players move past him down towards connector. Gives the information to his teammates. They can set up for better positioning down towards the B bomb site. He can go for the rotation after he fights a duel up there. Just backs off, nice and easy, waits for his teammates to do most of the job down towards the B bomb site. The final 2 players low on HP, easy pickings for Speedak. Nemiga picking up the pistol makes this close to impossible for HellRaisers.
Yeah, it's not going to be fun. I can tell you that for HellRaisers. Especially as JR's taken down early on. Box has already pushed aggressive to that T-stairs position. And, well, that leaves 4 for the HellRaisers. But with Galil's and AK, they can still find damage. Maybe not initially, as a problem just get taken down. Speedak will finish him off. Jalium, or Lime rather. I keep saying Jalium. It's Lime. Lime will be able to at least trade out the kill. And keep things at just a 1-man disadvantage for HellRaisers, rather than 2. Things sort of keep on periodically getting worse and worse for HellRaisers here. Now they've only got 2 players live again. Still a 1-man disadvantage, but Nemiga, the time is ticking down, and HellRaisers, they're going to have to do something soon with this. 40 seconds on the clock. Look at the positioning from Jaya as well. He's going to be behind them in just a moment's notice, and I don't think they're going to be able to get into all safety in time. Oh, actually, he goes deeper, so he's not going to spot them from party. He will now, though. He saw the leg. He's going to call it to his teammates. You can see MDF rotating over already. Lollipop's on the site, but Lollipop is dead. It's going to be up to Jayo to try and find the kills here. He can take down the bomb planter, I think. Nope, he can get Lime, but the bomb is going to be safe to get planted over by the truck. A 1v2, a player on either side. And MDS is going to take him down instantly. Will finish off the kill. And Nemiga up to 13. A expensive round for Nemiga, losing a few weapons, but they'll get it through either way. They'll secure an AK and a Galil, and they'll get the defuse through in just a moment.
Expensive indeed, but as you pointed out, they still managed to secure the round here, Nemiga. So pick up their 13th. They're just running around the map, trying to find all the extra utility that they possibly can, extra weapons if needed, all that good stuff. Just clearing out, making sure that they pick up whatever is dropped for them. What is a little bit interesting here, you can see at the bottom of your screen right now, I guess the kill difference on the individual players is actually not incredibly high. We do have MDS sitting on 17, which obviously helps out quite massively, but the thing is we don't have that many rounds played. We only have 17 rounds played. So obviously with that, there's only a set amount of kills that can be dished out. We need to see some more rounds for HellRaisers for those numbers to go up massively. Nemiga. I said they were in pole position a while back. This is them stepping up to the podium. Like, they're already there, basically. They just need the final couple of steps to pull this one through. And HellRaisers, I don't think there's much left in the tank. I don't think there's much left for them to do.
No, they've gone for what they can muster up here. A couple AKs, a MAC-10, a Scout, and a Galil. It's obviously not going to compare to what Nemiga have. They have the full rifles here. And, I mean, 45 seconds on the clock. All they've done this round, HellRaisers, is just sit outside B. Like, Nemiga, they have a lot of control towards A here with Speedak up towards Party. And, I mean, Speedak's going to hear that fake flash. It's actually a decoy thrown towards Connector. And he's just going to call that to the team and be like, you know, they're trying to make it towards the A side. But it's absolute massacre towards B. As you say, TTs are ready, and Lollipop will mop up 4. That was not a good round from HellRaisers. That had no depth to it whatsoever.
HellRaisers, they need to go to the very, very back pages of the strat book right now, all the way through, figure out what they need. Like, I don't even know. I don't think there's anything they can do at this point. And we saw the odds there once again. It's currently 1.00 for Nemiga, meaning that if you bet 1,000, you get 1,000 back if they win. Like, you don't get anything except for what you put in. That means that this is, according to the bookmakers, the safest victory for Nemiga at this point.
Yeah, I mean, with Nemiga making it to 15. Yeah.
I think they're right in that regards. 15 for one more round in the favor of Nemiga, and that will do it. They'll pick up that 2-0 victory over HellRaisers. Not exactly how we thought this one was going to go down, Dan. Is there anything? Like, could we see a final-ditch effort here for HellRaisers to pick up a couple of rounds? Maybe salvage a bit of their dignity at this point? Is it possible? Okay.
No, it's all over. I mean, they've managed to get themselves a buy through, but I think even this round is going to be a stretch for them. I mean, Nemiga just looks so sharp. I don't see much chance of HellRaisers here. They've been having these sort of force buys a few rounds in a row, and Nemiga just has no issues dealing with them. There's the opening kill for Box. And it just gets closer and closer to 16 for Nemiga. 4 players left to find. I mean, HellRaisers, they're going to back away from B for just a moment as the Nemiga smokes will hold them back. There's a re-smoke towards the monster tunnel as well. I mean, again, the HellRaisers, they're just sitting outside B, waiting to push in when the timer gets low. And Nemiga, they have 4 players towards this site once more. And, I mean, the ult for JR, maybe it can find a player Heaven, but that means taking down these first 2 players. First, MDS is in position, and Clifton crouches into the crosshair. Problem will at least be able to get the trade, but that flashback is beautiful, and Lollipop able to swing out for the trade frag, keeping Nemiga in the 2-man advantage, and here they go, 1 by 1 they fall. JR's the last man alive, and he can't do anything. 16-4 for Nemiga. They'll claim the series 2-0 over HellRaisers.